Hello, MKPatsfan here, coming to you with wheelie strat, wheelie and mini turbo release tracks on all 32 tracks in Mario Kart Wii, starting with Luigi Circuit. So we're gonna go into Luigi Circuit, and as you will be able to see, I'll be performing a strat that will probably help you. Ignore that missed startup. And that missed mini turbo. But it's right here. You're going to want to release that MT early to get a chain wheelie and that few drift frames so you can take the shortcut. Wouldn't recommend doing the full wheelie shortcut. Did I just get a wall clip? I was going to say, hey, I would recommend not taking the wheelie form of the shortcut because that really complicates things taking that grass shortcut. Next up, we're gonna switch to Flame Runner for the rest of the Mushroom Cup. We're gonna use Funky Kong here and go to Moo Moo Meadows. This is another shortcut strat that I'll go to solo time trials for. There's also an MT strat involved with this track at the beginning of this track. Oh, I got the full startup this time. Ignore that. That's not the strat. You do not want to head into that off-road. That slows you down. There's a wheelie there, but this is how you're supposed to... Oh, I just got a wall flip. That's how you were supposed to take the shortcut until the wall flip. And then, if you're inconsistent at low ramp, just go for the wheelie instead. Now on to Mushroom Gorge. I'll show you an ideal beginning mini turbo strat. Ignore the glitch PB right there. There's this beginning mini turbo strat that I like to do on the first bend to the mushroom to get lower air. The reason I'm not showing you the gap jump is because not only is that too easy to I just missed the strat. The reason I'm not showing you the gap jump is not only because it's already well known, I don't know, among lots of people, but shockingly, a lot of people don't know how to charge up mini turbos properly. Anyways, that's a safe strat that I like to go for. And I get higher off this mushroom to avoid getting bumped by other players. And then we change the course to Toad's Factory. What I'm gonna show here is not the wheel. It's not the wheel of a stomper beat, but instead a delayed trick or a mini turbo strat on the second turn. I'm too bad for the stomper beat mainly. Did I seriously just get that perfectly? As you can see there, that trick was slightly delayed. And then you'll want to use that mushroom at that red platform right there, like former world records used to do. Logan now uses that last room on that section lap, on that turn lap too, because it saves time. Onto a flower cup, we're gonna need to use spear for this next beginner-friendly strat. And as you see, we're gonna race against the ghost, so the host will show you how it's done if I fail it. Anyways, this is one of the strats. A delayed wheelie after the startup. Oh, that was close. What you're going to want to do is get a drift to air, not get air, and charge up a mini turbo like the Ghost. Now we're going to have to go back to Funky Kong for his next three tracks. And remember, this is no glitch strat. These are no glitch strats. Or no, okay, no ultra strats actually. Wait, no, actually, mainly nothing that's banned online. On Coconut Mall, it's good to minimize bouncing. And then for beginners, take that really close like that. Oh, I just beat the ghost there for a bit. Whoops, I accidentally clicked restart. Ignore that, ignore that, ignore that, ignore that. Oh, fuck, no, menu, no. Um, for this next track, we're heading to DK Summit. And this is the double shortcut. Gonna go into solo time trials because there's also a few other strats that I want to point out. Man, that's better than my PB's first turn. You do not want that trick there, but instead just a regular wheelie. Road and after the off-road. Nope. That's a trick. I do not want that trick. Ignore that. Three moguls is the easiest way to take this. Take that. And this is the double shortcut. It's nice and easy. In there. Shy guy hit. Right, for our next track, we're heading to Wario's Gold Mine and this is a good online strat that I like to use. Ignore this because that's a glitch PB. That's a glitch. That's a good shroom spot. The world record does it. And then for this ramp, don't take it like that. This is just an excuse to change the course to Daisy Circuit, which is the first track that we're going to use that we're going to show today that uses Mach Bike. This strat that I'm going to show is especially good for online. As you can see, both this expert staff ghost by PB and the world record all use Daisy Mach Bike. Now the strat here's the shroomless off-road cut. Gonna want to get some air there so you don't get slowed down as much. And there you have it. That's Daisy Circuit. Next track, Koopa Cape uses the Flamer Runner yet again. So we're back to going to Funky Kong. You're gonna see a lot more Daisy in the retros. For Koopa Cape, I like to do something that's called a clip trick on the second boost ramp. This is the first boost ramp. This is just a regular trick ramp. Ignore that I just fell out of bounds there, because that's not the strat that I was talking about. You're going to want to get low air off this ramp. And that's actually a pretty good example of the shroomless shortcut there, which is also pretty darn good for online. For this next track, we're going to Maple Treeway, which my PB, ignore it, uses a cart and no ultra. But here, there's a strat that I'm referring to, which is a bagging strat for online. It's pretty good as well. Oh, ignore that. So you're going to want to preserve some startup boost to get out into the off-road and grab an item box there into the cannon, and bam, you're going to get a better item set. Now for this next track is Grumble Volcano. And ignore, I actually clicked Maple Treeway. Next track is Grumble. Ignore that PB, it's a glitch PB that uses the ultra shortcut and 2 respawns. One to get on the rock and the other was accidental going off the rock. The ultra's banned online, so instead I'm going to show you an easy shortcut that's allowed online. And online, if you have mushrooms on all 3 laps, you could do it all 3 laps. It could also help you dodge the shock. That rocket, it's not the strat. This is the strat I'm talking about. What you say? Why did I zoom off? This respawns. Why? And just to show you that it counts the lap. Yep, it's kind of busted. For this next track is Dry Dry Ruins here. And the strat I'm talking about is a world record's mini turbocharge on that straightaway to get a lot of speed for the temple section with those bats. It's really not all that hard of a strat. Like, this is literally what it is. And as you can see, I'm not that good at the wall glitch. It's when I wheelie, which is why I prefer to use a cart sometimes. Next track, Moonview Highway. The strat is just don't get hit by a car. Or there's a strat that, as I said to use, which is just stay in the center road here, in the center of the road until you can't. Then go on the side of the road, which you're facing the opposite direction of traffic, so you're going with flow of traffic there. So really, the strat here is just don't hit a car. Next up for Bowser's Castle, I don't do the glitch all that well. And I tend to be a bagger, so ignore that strat. On Rainbow Road, we have something, though. This is to be done on laps 2 and 3 only, although I'm gonna show it off on lap 1 for online play. Yep. This is called the moon jump. Just get a mini turbocharge afterwards. Strats right there. Right, on to the next course, which we'll be using the spear for. In fact, we're going to be using spear for the next 2 tracks. First would be a Peach Beach. It's just a simple driving strat at here. Yeah, just a simple driving strat. Oh, not there. Ignore that burnout. Ignore it. That's not what you want to do. This is not a bagging track, although it can be sometimes, especially when you get a golden mushroom. Thing is, you don't want to go for a chain there. There. As you can see, you go for that wheelie after the mini turbo. That's good on every track. And next up, if you've bagged and got a mushroom, that's a good shroom strat. And then on this last turn, release your mini turbo right there, or better, if you to play it safe. Right, next track is Yoshi Falls. And here you're just going to want to disregard the first item set completely. On lap 1, and if you have a mushroom, take this shortcut on laps 2 and 3. As you can see, I got a slip drift to get that shortcut. And another strat. Boost dodge that that's unwanted. Near perfect trimless lines. Alright, on this next track is Ghost Valley 2. You're gonna want to front run this one. And the reason I went to change character, but we're using Flame Runner again. For Ghost Valley 2, here's what you're gonna want to do. So you're gonna want to get a good mini turbo strat at the start. Then nail that trick and just take some perfect lines. Alright, next track is Mario Raceway. Here's what you're going to want to do in an online setting. Remember, not time trials, as time trials are not representative on this track of what you want to do online. So let me show you what you're going to want to do online. And yep, that burnout's literally part of it. Now wait for a standstill mini turbo. And then grab an item here. That's right, you're gonna want to bag this track. Now for this next track, I'm actually gonna change my character, and we're not using Funky Kong, nor Daisy. We're using Toadette. for these next 2 tracks, in fact, we're using Toadette. First one on N64 Sherbet Land, which you just want to use this combo, and the next one on Shy Guy Beach, where there's actually some strats involved with this combo online. Although the world record uses Spear on Shy Guy Beach, it's best to use Magic Cruiser online. It's also a pretty good bagging track if you aren't using Magic Cruiser or Dolphin Dasher. And I want to take these lines tight. Cool. And there you go. That's a Magic Cruiser strat. Now there's another Magic Cruiser strat right here. Right, for these next 2 tracks, for these next two tracks, we're gonna use Funky Kong. For Delfino Square, you're just gonna want to not drop your wheelie on it. You're just gonna want to get a perfect chain wheelie on that straight. Try to not get wheelie bumped. And if you're using a cart, snake up a storm. Oh, wrong way drift. Whoops. This track's also a pretty good bagger for mushrooms because of the double cut. By the way, I actually know how to do the double cut, but not the dock shortcut. Oh, I failed. But as you can see what I was trying to do. Use a mushroom, get over that wall. Use a mushroom in that regular mud shortcut, but to pull off the double shroom shortcut. It's better to do online with Daisy Mock though. For this next track, this is a mini turbo and drift strat, along with a strat involving that ball. So the strat starts about here. I don't want to release your drift mid-air there. And then I missed the strat, but you can see what I was trying to go for. For the remainder of these tracks, but to make them easy, we're going to use Daisy Mock. Especially because a lot of these strats are done with Daisy Mock. Although Desert Hills is Flame Runner. You're going to want to do the sand hop off when you have mushrooms, which means that you're most likely going to want to back. And I'll back up to show you what the strat looks like when it's at its best form. As you could see what I was trying to do there. Use a mushroom to get over that sand. My PB manages to do it with Flame Runner. On this next track, what you're gonna want to do is just get all the let's not fail. As there's a lot of room for failure on this track. I'm not gonna show off the quote unquote ultra because and the shortcut because those are out of my skill range. Next track's DK's Jungle Parkway, where the strat is literally just to use Mock Bike. As you can see, you're going to want on an average of 2 low tricks per lap. Right? Onto DK's Jungle Parkway. The reason you're going to want to use Daisy Mock is because, well, you're going to see it. My personal best use is Medium Mock, which I'm going to want to show you why you should use the Mock Bike, on this track. Did you feel that? That's slippery road. That's why you should use Daisy Mock on DK's Jungle Parkway. This next track, GCN Mario Circuit, is a kind of a bagger for mushrooms, so you can pull off this shortcut that I'm gonna show you. Although lots of people think of this as an advanced shortcut, Zach, I actually find it quite easy. Because that's all you're supposed to do. And you get a lot of air with Mock Bike. Alright? Looks like I accidentally clicked change character. Well, that's unnecessary. However, I am actually going to use this medium me outfit B for these next tracks, just to show you something. Because this PB uses it. Mario Circuit 3, you're just going to want to not fail. This is kind of a front-running track, but if you do bag and get mushrooms, failed there. But if you do bag and get mushrooms, then I recommend taking these two shortcuts. That's the first of the shortcuts. And this is the second one. The second one's a lot easier. And then you're only going to do this strat with your drift and mini turbo. So, on to the next course, it's DS Peach Gardens. It's a bagger, so you could pull mushrooms to pull off the shortcut that I'm about to show you. The shortcut's right there. And as you can see, you do not want to hit that wall as it slows you down. It loses you a lot of time. However, it's still a time save because even hitting that wall is still a time save over going around because you took a pretty darn big shortcut. Now for these final tracks, we're going to use Luigi, just because Mr. Bean, just to honor Wario's Goldmine Glitch Old World Record. Though my PB uses Daisy Mock here. Strat here is not really although there is some strat at the beginning, which I am going to show you. There's mainly one really good strat on. There's one shortcut on this track which you should definitely know, especially if you're a beginner. That's what you're supposed to do without taking that turn. Then cancel your drift. That's a shortcut you're supposed to know. And if you're bagging, This is a good shroom spot. Right, on to the last track, we've got N64 Bowser's Castle. Because it's in an online setting and the online tracks are the same versions as the time trial ones, here we're gonna do the Swamp Beat Out. Where you're gonna beat out the swamps on one of the see the urge room section on the mini map. This is room section number 1. Here's what you're gonna want to do online. Just straight up beating out the swamps. And then make sure to not fall off here or get hit by those swamps. And stay on the bridge there. If you're bagging, this is a pretty good shroom spot. If you're using Flame Runner and you use a world record shroom spot, you're likely gonna go flying. And that's my strategies by beginner strategies for all 32 tracks of the game. Moonview's just don't hit a car, and Bowser's Castle is just don't get hit by the fireballs or fall off too much.